Hey YouTube, it's Cabover Gary back here. Kind of got something going on. We're about to find out if I'm going to have a bad day or possibly a better than a bad day, but not a great day. I'm going to set you up so you can see. Okay, first thing I need to check on this Endeavor is the oil. I'm looking to see if there's anything besides oil in here. This has the world's longest dipstick too. So it looks pretty good. I'm gonna smell it. Well, that looks good. Okay. The next thing I'm gonna check is to see how it starts. I had an issue here that I'll explain after I try this, but this is a cold start. It's 28 degrees this morning. It's about 40 now. So cross your fingers for me, guys. Well, that was better than I was expecting. So what happened is Monday when I ran, which I started videoing, but then I had a bad day. I got the truck up to temp, and it kept climbing, went to 220, held at 220, and then suddenly dropped back down to thermostat, which is 175 in this truck. So I was like, okay, so it's got a sticky thermostat. Like, I'll watch it and make sure that it's functioning. And once it was warmed up all the way, I drove about 60 miles to pick up the load, and it was working fine. I loaded, which was only 14,000 pounds, which should be nothing. And I drove about an hour and a half. And then it got to anytime I had a load on it, it would start climbing fast. As soon as I backed out of it, it dropped all the way back down. I'm gonna shut the truck off. I'll be right back. So yeah, with it doing that, I was thinking either there's air in the system, but how did the air get in there? Or the thermostat's bad. But the other thing, after I did some research on it, it sounds like it could be the radiator again. This has the Cummins low flow cooling system, which I know isn't the best. But there's baffles in the radiator that redirects the coolant around. Supposedly if those aren't done right, they fall and they cause very similar symptoms to what I'm having. So a little concerned about that, but I don't know. What really scared me though is, so I made it to Lubbock. I had to baby it all the way there to keep it cool enough. And then I let it idle as I went to the bathroom, and then had to readjust the loading dock and back up to it. And then I killed the truck. Well, when I went to go start it again, it acted like the motor was locked up. I hit the starter button 3 or 4 times and it just went thunk. Which I don't know. I think it might be a starter going out now, but that was kind of what I wanted to do here. So when I got home, so after I did get it started, it blew a bunch of white smoke. And then truck ran normal on the way home. Didn't overheat. I was empty. I just had truck and trailer, but had plenty of power, went up the hills, no problem. Everything was hunky-dory. And then before I parked it, I let it idle about 20 minutes like I did there and shut it down. And then I waited, and it's been a day now. And I wanted to give it a little time, because if it did fill the cylinders with fuel or water, I figure in a day's time I would see some in the oil, which I don't. So that was the reason for checking the oil earlier. So now I'm gonna drain the cooling system, see what the coolant looks like, and then I'm gonna pull the thermostat housing apart. I have a new thermostat coming for it. And then I also was reading that these have a screen that's right before the intercooler, liquid intercooler on this motor. And there's a screen in the pipe before that sometimes gets clogged, that causes funny things to happen. So I'm gonna check that as well. But yeah, more fun. The thermostat and gasket, I couldn't find one locally, so I ordered one, and it's not gonna be here till Monday. So that's kind of where we're sitting right now. So I'm gonna jack the cab up and start draining stuff. Okay guys, so I pressurized the cooling system of 15 to 16 psi. I've been letting it sit, and the needle hasn't moved, and it's been a good 10 minutes. So I feel like that's not the problem there. Well guys, I think my day got bad. That's coolant. I drained out of the radiator. This coolant has 10,000 miles on it, and it was the purple Napa stuff when I went in. I have 15,000. It was when I did the radiator. But yeah, that's not a good sign. I'm gonna regroup a little bit. Unfortunately, this video is gonna be kind of a short one because I gotta figure out what to do. I guess I'm gonna talk to some guys that work in the industry that I know, because what gets me is the cap, when I took it off this morning, had pressure in it. The pressure gauge held pressure for 10 minutes, and this thing hasn't burned any coolant. Like, I've never added coolant to it. So I don't know. Could that be diesel in there? But how does the diesel get in there? So I don't know. I got a lot of questions for people that know more than me. So I'm gonna put the cab down for now and do some research. And if you guys know anything, please let me know. I'm gonna get this video posted here in about 10 minutes. And just what it is with trucking. I mean, I run old equipment. I mean, I try to keep it in really good shape, but I don't know if I got it too hot and popped the head gasket yesterday, or what's going on yet. Oh, I also had one other question I'm going to research, but maybe some of you guys know. I did a water pump in this before I started having all those heating problems. I did hoses, water pump, and thermostat, just as maintenance on this truck. And it just came to my head as I'm working on it today. I wonder if there's a difference between a high flow cooling system water pump and a low flow cooling system water pump. I got the pump from Cummins, gave them my CPL, so it should be the right one. But that's something that's on my mind right now. So, well, I hope you guys have a good day. I'll be back and I'll get through this. It's just kind of a bummer. Which is gonna, unfortunately, I decided that I'm gonna change directions on one of my projects that's probably not gonna be very popular on the channel, and put the money towards a backup truck, because I'm probably gonna be down at least a week by the time I get parts and stuff at this point. And if I pull the head, I want to get it checked, so I'm down that time too, however long the machine shop is. Hopefully I could get it in and out, but we'll have to see. Thank you guys for watching as always, and please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will catch you guys on the next one, hopefully in a better mood.